Thank you, Dave. About 15 degrees, give or take, at the airport at 8:04. Good morning, everyone. Now that Neil Bandelman is free out of an Indonesian prison, his family's working hard now to get him home to Canada. His first stop will likely be here in Calgary, where Neil's wife has family. The 45-year-old former Red River Academy teacher is walking out of a Jakarta prison this morning after a year behind bars. Bandelman was serving a 10-year sentence after being found guilty of sexually abusing 3 students at the Jakarta International Private School where he taught. That sentence and conviction was overturned this morning due to a lack of evidence.
Thank you, everybody, for all your support and hard work over the last 13 months. We're happy that the Indonesian legal system has proved its worth and made the right decision and set us free. I want to say thank you to all our supporters. Thank you to Hotman for all his hard work, to Patra for all his hard work, and everybody else. Thank you for all believing in us. We're happy that today the truth has finally come out.
Now, these court proceedings are not over just yet. The prosecution says it will appeal today's decision to a higher court in Indonesia. That will happen in about 2 weeks from now. Back here at home, we're getting a much clearer picture of all the damage that was caused by those 2 major hailstorms in Alberta back in July of this year. The Insurance Bureau of Canada says the storms on July 21st and 22nd brought a lot of rain, wind, hail, even spawned a tornado west of Calgary. Those 2 storms caused about $230 million in damage, and that is only a preliminary figure, as the repair tally will likely climb. No word on a damage estimate yet from last week's hailstorm that hit the city of Calgary. On the campaign trail today, there will be a mix of orange and blue at today's Toronto Blue Jays game. Tom Mulcair bringing his NDP orange message to the Rogers Centre. Mulcair is going to tonight's game after making an economic announcement in the city of Toronto this morning. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau has no public events scheduled for today as of yet. Conservative leader Stephen Harper, he's in Hay River in the Northwest Territories today. Stephen Harper has taken a couple of jabs at the Rachel Notley NDP government here in Alberta since dropping the election writ back on the 2nd of August. Alberta's official opposition has heard the criticisms loud and clear. In fact, Wildrose leader Brian Jean, he tells City News he totally agrees with Stephen Harper.
Stephen Harper runs his campaign the way he sees fit, and I certainly know he's troubled about the NDP and being in the government in Alberta, as I am, and I think as many Albertans are becoming to be troubled. So I don't disagree with anything that Prime Minister Harper says in relation to what a disaster the NDP are here in Alberta.
Brian Jean says it's a mistake to wait to table a provincial full budget until October of this year. He says Albertans need a clear roadmap of where we're going and where we're going to get there, financially speaking. The Alberta government is talking climate change at a news conference later on this morning at about 10:30, I believe. Environment Minister Shannon Phillips will explain the next steps in a plan to hear from Albertans on the issue. Back in June, the province toughened its rules for large industrial emitters. Facilities that emit more than 100,000 tons of CO2, carbon dioxide, per year, they must now aim to reduce their carbon intensity by 20% in 2017 versus 12% right now. For emissions that go above that threshold, the price of carbon is doubling now to $30 a ton. Again, that kicks in the year 2017. And that's your news to 8:07, about 15 degrees right now at the airport. Time now for the Daily Download.